Arsenal fans, buckle up because this story is about to take the transfer market by storm, and you don't want to miss a single detail. Last week we reported that Real Madrid's Brazilian winger Rodrygo had emerged as a major target for Arsenal this summer, and now the speculation is only intensifying. Speaking on a Brazilian podcast, Arsenal defender Gabriel was directly asked whether he knew if his international teammate was preparing for a sensational move to the Emirates. His response was short, honest, and explosive: "I don't know, but I'd like obviously. He's a phenomenon. I've told people already, he's a phenomenon. If it was up to me, of course." Those words alone set social media ablaze, and the buzz around North London has gone nuclear. Smash that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's break down why this story could define Arsenal's summer. Arsenal's ambitions are clear, and Mikel Arteta is not messing around. After battling against Real Madrid in the Champions League, Arteta reportedly had his eyes locked on Rodrygo, who is exactly the type of high-caliber superstar Arsenal need to take the next step. Let's remind ourselves who we're talking about here. Rodrygo, a former Santos prodigy, joined Real Madrid in 2019 and has been a fixture at the Bernabeu ever since. He has 32 goals in 172 La Liga appearances, 3 La Liga titles, and 2 Champions League trophies to his name. He is not just a player. He's a proven winner, a Brazil international, and a performer at the highest level for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Arsenal fans are crying out for a player of this stature, someone who can deliver magic on the left flank and bring balance to Arteta's attack, and Rodrygo ticks every single box. Reports confirm that Arsenal's interest isn't casual, it's serious. Behind the scenes, sporting director Andrea Berta has been making calls, speaking with agents and representatives, gathering information about what it would take financially to get Rodrygo out of Madrid. These are not just exploratory conversations. This is the groundwork being laid for a blockbuster move. The process is meticulous. Berta and his team are finding out the cost, the player's potential interest in joining, the wages he'd demand, and then feeding that back to Arteta, who is heavily involved in every recruitment decision. From there, they build the target list, rank their options, and decide who they will go all in for. And make no mistake, according to fresh reports this morning, Rodrygo is right at the top of Arsenal's list for that left-sided role. Now, let's be clear, there has been no official club-to-club communication yet. This is still in the interest and preparation stage. But the fact that Rodrygo is listed as one of the top targets says everything about Arsenal's ambition. Arteta wants elite talent, players who can walk straight into the starting 11 and make an immediate impact, and Rodrygo fits that vision perfectly. Add in the fact that Gabriel himself is openly campaigning for his Brazilian teammate to join him in North London, and you can feel the chemistry building before a deal is even done. Imagine Rodrygo linking up with Bukayo, Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice. That's the kind of attacking force that can challenge Manchester City and compete deep into the Champions League. But Arsenal aren't just chasing one name. Other targets are also on their radar, as the club looks to build the kind of squad depth needed to fight on all fronts. Still, Rodrygo stands out as the headline pursuit, the marquee signing who would send a message across Europe that Arsenal mean business. So the question is simple. Will Real Madrid be willing to let him go, and can Arsenal match the financial package needed to make it happen? For now, the talks are in the shadows, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And this fire could burn brighter than anything Arsenal fans have seen in years. Stay tuned, because if this deal gathers momentum, we are talking about one of the biggest transfers of the summer. Arsenal supporters, get ready because the latest transfer saga is about to erupt into one of the hottest stories of the summer, and you cannot afford to blink. Just a week ago, whispers began to circulate that Real Madrid's electrifying Brazilian winger Rodrygo had emerged as a major target for Mikel Arteta, and since then, the speculation has grown louder and stronger with every passing day. The excitement reached new levels when Arsenal's own Gabriel, while appearing on a Brazilian podcast, was asked directly if he knew whether his national teammate could be swapping the Santiago Bernabeu for the Emirates. His answer was short but carried the weight of 1,000 headlines: "I don't know, but I'd like obviously. He's a phenomenon. I've told people already, he's a phenomenon. If it was up to me, of course." Those few words sent shockwaves across social media, with Arsenal fans lighting up the internet and dreaming about what could be the biggest signing in years. Before we break this down, smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and get ready because this transfer could completely change Arsenal's destiny. Let's take a closer look at why Rodrygo is the name on everyone's lips. Since joining Real Madrid in 2019 from Santos, the same legendary Brazilian club that produced Pelé and Neymar, Rodrygo has become a mainstay in one of the world's biggest football institutions. In 172 La Liga appearances, he has scored 32 goals, lifted 3 La Liga titles, and most importantly, won 2 Champions League trophies, cementing himself as a big-game player trusted on the grandest stages. He is a full Brazil international, admired for his pace, technical skill, and ability to play across the front line, but especially devastating on the left where Arsenal currently crave more quality. For Gunners fans, this is not just about signing another player, it is about bringing in a proven winner with a pedigree to elevate the club to a new level. Behind the curtain, Arsenal's recruitment team led by sporting director Andrea Berta has been carefully laying the groundwork. Their job is to contact representatives, agents, and intermediaries to gauge interest, work out potential financial demands, and explore what it would take to pull a player of Rodrygo's stature out of Madrid. These are not casual chats but part of a systematic process where every box is ticked before a formal approach is made. Berta then presents the options to Arteta, who has a decisive voice in transfers, and together they establish who the priority signings are and in what order to pursue them. And right now, multiple sources confirm that Rodrygo is sitting near the very top of that list. To clarify, there has not yet been official club-to-club communication, which means this is still at the strategic planning stage. But the fact that Arsenal are positioning Rodrygo as one of their headline targets shows just how serious they are about making a statement this window. Arteta wants players who don't just add depth but transform the starting 11, and Rodrygo perfectly embodies that demand. Add to this the vocal support from Gabriel, who openly admitted he would love to see his teammate join him in London, and the idea of this move becomes even more enticing. Imagine Rodrygo lining up alongside Bukayo Saka on the wings, Gabriel Jesus leading the line, Martin Odegaard pulling the strings, and Declan Rice anchoring the midfield.